Lords podcast. All right, and we are live. Lord Cognito here, Iron Lord Podcast, lordsofgaming.net. And who is this fine gentleman we have in the realm today of Play NYC?
My name is Andrew Thomas,
Nice.
Andrew Simon Thomas.
Nice.
Yeah.
What does Andrew Simon Thomas do? What games does he develop?
Andrew Simon Thomas develops whatever games he's thinking of at the moment.
So let's talk about this game.
Yeah. So this is called Roll Control. I started working on it about 3 years ago. Actually, through playcrafting, I was taking a playcrafting class, learning how to use Unity. And I really wanted to make a game that you could play by using your body. And so I figured out that if you put a cell phone on a balance board, you could use the accelerometer data, because it always knows what direction you're going, and then you just stick it on. It's connecting over Wi-Fi, and then it's running with the game in real time.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One thing I want to start with is the fact that you went through playcrafting, learning Unity, tell me about that process, because a lot of people want to get into game dev, and they just really don't understand what playcrafting provides, what it does, and how it helps someone like you create a game with this unique concept. It's like a gyro, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I have an art background. I studied sculpture in college, and I really wanted to do digital stuff because that seemed like, that's where the industries and everything were going. So I started learning 3D modeling, and was having really fun time with that. And I also always wanted to make video games. And I tried it multiple times, and it's just the idea of learning a coding language was really intimidating. It's difficult, and after a couple of failed attempts, I decided to take a class with playcrafting. I actually won some money from my company for personal development. So I, talked to them. I got involved with the class. The teachers were great. It was just really helpful to be with a group of other students who were kind of at the same place. We're all trying to learn together. Everyone was super nice. We had some really good teachers. John Korn is over there.
Let's give John a shout out. Let's give John a shout out.
Give John a shout out.
That's right. One of the teachers. That's good.
And so those guys were great. They were just really supportive. And really all I needed was someone I could just go and ask dumb questions to. And just be like, this doesn't make sense, explain it to me. And so, after that, I got to the point where I could start picking things up a little bit on my own. I can't say that I'm a good programmer at all.
But you are here, sir.
Yeah,
you are here.
I'm here.
You are here.
I'm a good Googler, that's what I can say.
So besides Googling, so now we got ball controls out.
Yep.
Tell us he's having a ball. He's having a ball with it.
I'm having a great time. It's really fun and active, and right now I'm like,
I think you need to get back on it. Yeah, you got to get back on. He got the addiction, baby. He got the fever. So tell us, I got the stage design, level design about ball control. Tell us the objectives.
So there's a couple different modes in Roll Control. This is the infinite mode. So if you want to just play, see how far you can get, the goal is to collect as many coins as you can. And every time you get to a new stage, the level will change and it will get more difficult. So it's all randomly generated, and it's meant to just have you keep going. There's some other modes, so there's also kind of an adventure mode with some pre-made levels, and there is a level editor, so anyone could build their own stage, and I'll see you around, we'll catch up. Anyone could build their own stage, and then share them too. So
you can share the stages?
You can share, they're really just text files, so you could just copy that in and share it. And so my goal with all of this was to kind of make something that could be used by anyone with whatever you have at home, and just make it really lightweight and easy to pick up and play.
It's pretty cool. So as far as you said procedural generation, right, on some of the stages. Now as far as their failed mechanic is was it time based? As far as do you lose in ball control?
So you lose by falling off the stage. In this mode there is a time mechanic because the blocks are falling behind you, so that you don't,
as we can see,
just stay there. But really, the only way that you lose is something knocks you off the stage or you fall.
That's awesome. And then we got this other game. Yeah, we got this other game.
So, the pandemic happened. I I love showing roll control at shows and having people be able to physically play it. And when I realized I couldn't do that and I didn't know for how long, I decided to put the game out on Steam. So it's available right there, actually. And then I just was like, I have to make a new game. This was my first game. I learned a lot. I knew I made a lot of mistakes, and I wanted to make something different.
Let me stop you for a second. What did you learn coming from ball control now to Shillelagh? What did you learn? What are some of the key things you learned?
Key things, I think it's in terms of just like programming. I was using like very basic techniques. I was using like, I don't know, like all if then kind of like Boolean statements and stuff like that. So this is like a little bit more advanced, but not much.
Improvement with growth.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, at the time I was playing, through the pandemic, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, like just a lot of old school shooters, and a game called Devil Daggers that I was really into, and I just thought that was like the perfect indie game. It's just like really small and contained and intense. And that kind of became the model for what I wanted to make myself.
And that's the inspiration.
And that's, that's Shillelagh.
So tell us now about Shillelagh. Like, what's the basic premise? Tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, so you are a druid.
Let's get a little closer.
Come on in. You have, for some reason, gone down into the abyss, and you're fighting against this giant monster that has consumed everything in hell, basically. And so it kind of like builds off of the story of Hercules fighting the Hydra.
Okay.
So in Hercules' what do you call these tasks, or I can't remember it. Yeah, okay. one of the monsters Hercules killed was a creature called the Hydra.
Okay.
And it is a monster that every time you cut off one of its heads, it would sprout 2 more heads. And so he realized that he had to cut them all off as quickly as he could, and I think he like cauterized the wounds or something so that they wouldn't sprout. And then the last head he sealed under a rock under the ground. And the idea in here is that it didn't die, it just went into Hades and it consumed everything.
So now we got to deal with this.
So now you got to deal with this. Okay. So now you're a new hero, and you have this magic stick called the Shillelagh.
Right. I was about to ask you, what the hell is that? I was literally about to ask you this.
From Irish mythology, there's a club that can kill or it can give life. And so the idea here is that instead of just killing the Hydras, you're turning them into some new form of life that are the trees that you use in the stage. So as the monsters spawn up through the ground, they destroy the stage, and you have less and less ground to work with.
Oh, so you're losing real estate.
So you're losing real estate.
Oh, okay, got it.
That's kind of like your health. But the trees, when you plant them, they will sprout grass, and that protects that spot.
Gotcha.
And so you can use I'm calling it solar spirit. You can use the power from the trees to fight the Hydras, and then you get more trees to kind of protect what you have left as it goes.
So, like, are we doing like traditional level design? There will be levels in Shillelagh, or is it we're dealing with that particular environment, whether it be the giving the trees or transforming enemies and stuff of that nature?
Yeah, you're really just like, it starts on a grid that's just completely flat, and then as the Hydras, like waves of them come in, they spawn randomly. So the level is always kind of dynamically changing as you are playing. And that's a good point. That's something I learned from this too. I like random generation. It's easier as a level designer, and it's fun because it's different every single time.
Nice. You get that uniqueness. It's not the same exact experience. And again, now with Shillelagh, is this out now? Where can we find this?
So this is available as a demo on Steam right now.
Okay.
And yeah, the first 10 waves you can play right now. That's actually what we're doing here.
Nice.
And it's going to be out sometime in the fall.
Okay, cool, awesome. And I wanted to ask you, since both of these are on Steam, there's this little device that's out.
Yeah.
A lot of people are excited about it. It has a Linux background. And we wondered maybe, it would be kind of cool to play Shillelagh, maybe put ball control on that Steam Deck. So is there anything you can tell us about that, sir?
I reserved mine,
smooth. I like that. You reserved yours. That's cool. Well, as a developer, I would assume it would be something you'd be interested in possibly.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I'm excited to learn more about how it works. I need to obviously figure out, rethink some of the controls and things like that. Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool device. And again, a lot of people are excited about it. It would be cool, like I said, get these games over on Steam. And hopefully with dev kits, make that transition easy for you guys, right, to get it on the platform. Because again, I think it would be really cool to play all these games on the go and stuff like that. But look, we'll be looking out for it, man. It was good to see you. Number one, we remember since it was PAX 2020 when we saw Ball Control in a bar. People were playing it, as you saw the gentleman earlier, having a good time, almost losing their balance. We ain't gonna say that. But it was a fantastic time, man. It was awesome to see you. And again, for people to learn more about you, or learn more about both games, where can they go? Where can they find the information?
My website is andrewsimonthomas.com. And then I'm on social media, sir, as Athomatron.
Woo!
Yeah.
No doubt. You heard it here. And about Ball Control Shillelagh, is there any website they go to that?
They're both. I would go to Steam.
Go to Steam. Okay.
And wishlist it, please.
Wishlist the damn game.
Wishlist them.
There you go.
Yeah.
It helps the devs. And last question: Player NYC studio based out of New York, or where are you guys based out of?
I'm based out of Queens.
Oh, Killer Queens in the building.
Yeah.
That'll be a Met fan, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But anyway, look, you heard it here first. Andrew's got the games out. Ball Control, very unique. We got the the little gyro thing going on. We got Shillelagh. We're learning about some Irish mythology, which is pretty cool. And go check those things out, man. We're out of here.